Hey everybody, Stay Jacobs here, and today we're going to play through how do you say that? Mendicant Falls by MaxRadishOne. Okay, there we go. It's also part of that IKMMJ2025 competition thingy, so yeah, let's go. Oh boy, already off to fighting enemies. Didn't even get to pause to look at like the stats or whatever. Let's see, what do we got? So, 234 enemies, no secrets. Okay. So it's just a straightforward shooty-shoot map then. Cool. I'm alright with that. Let's do some shooty-shoot. I like shooty-shoot. Shoot. Yeah, okay. You get the idea. Might as well grab all the shells and shit, because I don't think I'm coming back here. Just because there's no secrets doesn't mean there aren't hidden items, so I should still be sort of wary of that. Oh, by the way, I was playing Doom the Dark Ages, and I still can't get over how Serious Sam seems to be the only game, aside from, like, Half-Life 2, if you enable, like, fast weapon switching, to be where it's like if you shoot a gun, right? Like, let's say I'm using the pistols and I want to pull out the single shotgun. Like, you see how I have it queued up? Yeah, boom. It pulls it out. Or not. But anyway, I'm firing this, and then, like, it pulls this out. In Doom the Dark Ages, do you know how you have to switch to shotguns? Yeah, so let's say I want to pull out the single shotgun, right? But I have the double barrel equipped in this category, and I have the pistols, or, I don't know, I guess in that game, like, it would be something different. You switch from the pistols to the shotgun, and then when you're on the shotgun category, you then again have to switch to the shotgun. That's so stupid. That is like the only thing that I hate about that game. Other than that, like, the game is actually really damn good. Sadly, it's very performance intensive, so I can't really do any videos on it or anything, but that's like my biggest pet peeve with it, is if you want to switch to, like, the secondary weapon in a weapon category, you have to first pull out the weapon in that weapon category, whatever it may be, and then switch. So you effectively switch twice. What? Like, it's so dumb. I hate that. Why is that a thing? Anyway, I know Wood Software ain't watching a Serious Sam video, so I'll just vent anyway. Okay, just kamikaze trickle, sure. How many? 5? Okay. Oh, 5 it is, they're all dead. I don't know why, I just felt like I really had to get that off my chest, because that was like the thing that I don't see anyone else talking about, but to me it's like, clear as day that that's an issue and it needs to be addressed. And like, nobody else talks about it. Or if they do, then, like, I guess it's not popular, I have no clue. And the weird thing is that you can actually use the weapon wheel to do that. You know, like, if you pull out the weapon wheel, you can actually bring up the weapon list, and then, like, immediately switch to, like, the alternate version of whatever weapon you want. So if you're just doing strictly mouse and keyboard, like I think 90% of people are gonna do, then yeah, you have to, like, sit through swapping to the shotgun category, and then when you're on the shotgun category, pulling out the other shotgun of your choice. I mean, obviously, it's not all bad, because the game does actually remember what weapon you have saved on the weapon category. So say, for example, I have the single shotgun selected, right? And I pull out, like, the chain shot or something. I use a chain shot. Like, when I press the shotgun category key, it automatically brings out the single shotgun as the default. However, if I'm using the chain shot and I want to follow it up with, like, a super shotgun blast, I actually switch over and have to pull out the single shotgun first, and then switch again to the double shotgun. It's really stupid. Please fix. Also, why are all the enemies just spawning right there? What the... what? What a grand decision. Oh, you also know no way to turn off the slow motion effect. I think that's really stupid. That actually does seem to be getting a lot of people talking about this, so I think, if nothing else, id Software probably is actually going to address that one. Hopefully in like a upcoming patch that's really soon, because I would like to play the game without constantly being slowed down all the time, but yeah. That aside, very fun game. Probably my favorite out of the trilogy, to be honest. I know it's like, yeah, that's fighting words. People are gonna be like, oh, no, you didn't just say that. I like it. I think gameplay-wise, it's definitely the one that resonates with me the most. Even though I don't typically play games that have parrying mechanics, I think it's like the one that's like I pick up, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I can just play this, have fun with it. It's definitely the hardest to get Ultra Nightmare on, though, I'll tell you that much. I actually had to resort to doing, like, the cheese way of doing it, where, like, you Alt F4, or just quit out to the menu before you die, and then, like, just restart the level. I'm not even ashamed of doing that, because holy shit, that game is hard to Ultra Nightmare. I've tried doing it, and the furthest I get to is, like, I think the actual furthest I got to without having to cheese it was probably, like, the first Cosmic Realm level, and then I was like, well, fuck, I gotta, like, redo it. Okay, I see plasma ammo, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay. What? Okay. I mean, even, like, the original Serious Sam, like, even though, like, I talk about that game, you know, having, like, really slow swap speed and shit, at least that game still lets you pull up the right weapon for the right job at whatever time you want. There's just, like, a longer switch animation. Okay, just, like, oh, you want to pull out that weapon? Okay, pull out the weapon category first and then switch to your desired choice. And it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. Just let me press the key twice and pull out the weapon I want. How hard is that? To be fair, though, I think the original Doom was like that. Don't quote me on that, but I know like the two shotguns were on the same category. And I think in that game you did actually have to pull out, like, the super shotgun first, because that would just become the default option, and then, like, switch to the regular shotgun. Same with, like, the fist and the chainsaw. Like, there's actually no input buffering in those games, which... that drives me up a wall, actually. I have no idea how people put up with it. Or, like, oh yeah, that's good. It's like, bro, what? Like, I want to fucking switch to the fist, because I have Berserk. I don't want to have to pull out, yeah, the frickin' chainsaw, which is worthless, and then switch from that to the fist. Like, just let me pick, man. Let me press the key twice and do it. So I guess in that way it really is like classic Doom, but I mean, holy shit, it's not good. Just let me pull out the weapon. If I know for a fact I have, like, you know... what the hell's that thing called? Like, the grenade launcher and rocket launcher, that's another classic one. Yeah, it's like, if I have the grenade launcher equipped in that category, I'm using, like, the shredder or some shit, and it's like I want to switch to the rocket launcher, guess how I do it? Yeah, I have to pull out the grenade launcher first and then switch from that over to the rocket launcher. So stupid. Vice versa, too. Like if I wanted to switch to the Impaler, for example, because I have the Shredder equipped. If I'm already on the Shredder, great. I press the key once it pulls up the next weapon. That's how it's supposed to work. But, I'm on a different weapon category entirely, and I want to switch to the Impaler, but I have the Shredder in that category equipped, and guess what? Can't do it. So I have no idea how many rockets I shot and how many actually connected. I'll do that. Let's see, are you gonna die? Okay, you only needed the one extra rocket. Oops. I was ranting, not paying attention. Let's pay attention to the game. Again, this map is pretty chill so far. I haven't really encountered anything. It's like, oh wow, I need to like really focus. Not that that's a bad thing. I mean, I'm cool with having a chill map. Alright, let's do whatever this is. Oh, a canoe. Okay. Well, it's the kind of canoe that you could just bully. Okay. I actually feel kind of bad for him. I don't know why, but it's like Fusion has like 3 or 4 different canoes. You have like the standard BFE canoe, you have like that canoe that just staggers all the damn time. You have the exact opposite version of the canoe that, yeah, basically will just never stun no matter how much you shoot it, even with the cannon. Actually, no, I guess it's just those 3. Anyway, that's the map. Ugh! I'm not yawning or stretching because the map was bad, I'm just tired. But that was fun. Just kind of a good map to go around and shoot stuff in. So I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.